Yeah. Good morning, students. Welcome back to economics class. In our last class, we discussed about depreciation, where the meaning of depreciation is nothing but it is the deletion made in the gross investment to match up or to accommodate the wear and tear of capital assets like machineries, building, etc. Okay, so that is about depreciation, what we already discussed in our previous class. Then another important concept was about factors of production and also rewards for the factors of production. Okay, so there are four factors of production. One is land. So land get rewards. What rewards it gets? Okay, rent. Whereas labor, the second factors of production, gets reward wages. Then the third one is capital, which get interest as a reward. And finally, the organizer, one who organize remaining all factors of production. Okay, so organizer get finally he gets profit as a reward. So this is about the factors of production and also rewards for the factors of production. Okay, I also explained one important concept, that is circular flow of national income or income. Okay, circular flow of income explains or shows you how income and expenditure moves in circular manner. So that's what I explained in my last class. Okay, so there we came to know about simple economy. So what exactly simple economy? Simple economy is the economy where you will find only two sectors. The two sectors are, here we are taken example of firms one side, another side households. So under simple economy you will find only two sectors. So that's what the imagination under simple economy. It is also known as closed economy because there is no existence of government. So government is not exist. Okay, government sector is not exist. So there are only two sector. Whatever production happens in firms, okay, whatever output is produced in firms are purchased by households. Households are nothing but families, family members. So they will buy it. Understand? And these family members, they are working directly or indirectly in the firms. So in return, they are getting salary or wages, rent, interest, etc., and also profit, because organizer also a part of household. So this is what, and we also understood there. I explained you in which places we can measure the national income in this circular flow of income. Okay, where you can understand there expenditure method, income method, output method. So expenditure method, where you can understand the expenditure method, it talks about the expenses by the household. Okay, households are spending on farms. So there we can calculate expenditure method of national income. Then whereas a product method, it's under, okay, farms, from farms to the household. So farms will sell the output to the households. So there we can analyze or understand product method. Finally, the income method. Income method is nothing but the income received by the households from the firms in terms of salary, rent, interest or profit. So this is what I already explained in my previous class. So three main concepts I explained. First thing is depreciation. The second important thing is factors of production and also rewards. And the third important topic I explained in my previous class, that's about circular flow of income. And now today, so let us concentrate on another important concept, that is inventory. Okay, inventory or inventories. So what do you mean by inventory? Okay, so let us concentrate on the meaning of inventory first. Okay, see, inventories are nothing but it's a stock. Stock of what? Stock of unsold. Stock of unsold goods, unsold finished goods, and maybe finished goods, or unsold intermediate goods, or raw materials. See, etc. So these are called as inventory or inventories. So inventories are the stock which are unsold in the previous year. So you have produced some output in the last year. Okay. So in last year, some outputs are not sold. So let us consider. So last year you have produced 1000 units of goods. So in that 900 sold. 900 sold. So 900 sold and remaining 100 not sold. Okay, not sold. So this not sold, what we call is inventory. Okay, so it's unsold goods or finished goods or intermediate goods, or you can also call it as raw materials which are not sold in the previous year. So this is the stock which is maintained by the firm or a factory or company. Okay, so they are maintaining an inventory. How much? 100. So let us take an example. So now, when we talk about inventory, okay, sometimes they maintain stock purposefully, and sometimes they may maintain the stock or inventory without purpose. Okay, so what we call planned and unplanned accumulation or decumulation of stock or inventory. So here when we are talking about inventory, there are two concepts which we need to concentrate. First is unplanned accumulation and decumulation. Unplanned accumulation and decumulation. Okay, so what exactly this unplanned accumulation and decumulation of inventories? Okay, so let us concentrate on this. First thing is unplanned accumulation. Unplanned accumulation means which is not planned. So they are not planned. So without plan, so they are going to accumulate. Okay. Say for example, as you already know, the old stock. The old stock is 100. Understand? Old stock already 100 is there. So last year which is not sold, so that is there. And this year they are planning. Okay, so they are expected sale for this year. Expected sale for this year is 1000 units. So let us concentrate. Okay, then but actual sale is 600. Actual sale or sold. Actual sale is 600 or actually sold. Actually sold is 600. Then what is the amount left out? Still 400. So then 400 plus previous years will become 500. So this is not expected actually. What was the expected sale? The expected sale by the firm, okay, firm's expected sale for the present year is or was 1000 units, but unfortunately only 600 units are sold. So then in this also 400 became again stock. So this is added for the previous year stock. So overall inventories became 500. Overall inventories became 500. Hope you are understanding. I am repeating once again. This is not planned, unexpected. Unexpectedly, see the expected sale this year we make or we can sell 1000 units, but unfortunately they are unable to sell due to so many reasons. Okay, so that time so they sold only, the sales was only 600. Then in this 1000 only 400 left out, and previous year's 100 stock was also there. So that overall stock became 500. So this is what we call it as unplanned accumulation of inventories. Okay, unplanned stock which is not expected. So this is what we call it as unplanned accumulation of inventories. Then another one is unplanned decumulation. So here again we can take the example here, as I already told you, the old stock was how much? The old stock is 1000. Old stock is equal to 100, and expected sale. The expected sale is how much? The expected sale, let us assume 1000. Expected sale. So now actually sold will be 1050. Actually sold is 1050. So here finally the inventories became, okay, so overall inventories became 50. So in last year's stock also they sold 50. So this is unexpected. They expected only 1000 units are going to be sold in this year, but unexpectedly the items are sold more than 1000. So they sold some of the units in the previous year stock also. So finally only 50 left out for the coming year. So this is what we call it as unplanned decumulation of inventories. Hope you are understanding. Again I am repeating. Unplanned accumulation means which is not planned. Unplanned means both unplanned accumulation, unplanned decumulation. Understand? Accumulation in the sense, so you're simply without expecting the stock is increasing. Why this has happened? Because they expected the sale was more and the actual sale was less. Actually sold is less. So due to that, the stock or inventory has increased. Okay. Whereas this one, unplanned decumulation of inventory, here we have taken example of old stock is 100 and present year expected sale is 1000, but actually sold is 1050. So then they used to sell the old stock also. Finally only 50 left out. See, this is not expected. So they expected only 1000 and they planned to maintain the 100 stock for the coming year, to take the inventory for the next year also. But unfortunately, so they are sold more than expected. So this is what we call it as, okay, finally 50 stock is left out for the next year to take that inventory for the coming year. Understand? So this is what we call it as unplanned decumulation of inventories. Hope all of you are understanding. Inventory means, I already told you, it is unsold. Okay, it may be finished good or intermediate good or raw material, anything. So which is not sold in the last year. So all the firms or factories, they try to maintain some amount of stock to manage the sales. Okay, so sometimes unexpectedly sales may increase, so that time the old stock will be used, and sometimes expectedly they do, but something different may happen, as I already shown you here. Okay, expected was 1000, but unfortunately the actual sales are less. So due to that, the inventories are increased to from 100 to 500, 400 added. So this is unplanned decumulation. Whereas unplanned decumulation, here they are expected less, but actually happened more. So this is due to this has resulted in decrease in the inventories. So this is what we call it as decumulation of inventories. Hope all of you are clear about this. Okay. Then let us go for the planned accumulation and unplanned decumulation. So we understand one side. This is unplanned, which is not expected or which is not planned. So without planning, accumulation has happened. So that means stock has increased, and without planning, the stock has decreased in the case of another. Okay. So here this is example of 1, example of 2. Okay, A, B. Let us go for the another type. So that is planned accumulation and planned decumulation. So what exactly that? Planned accumulation and also planned decumulation. Planned accumulation. So what exactly planned accumulation? So let's concentrate. Here, if firm wants to increase the inventories, okay, purposefully, then it is called planned accumulation of inventories. So purposefully they want to increase the stock of the good or stock of the good or finished goods. Okay, so that is called as planned accumulation. So let us take one example here. Okay. So here I already gave you example old inventory as 100. So I will take up same. So old inventory or old stock is equal to 100. So now firm wants to increase. So it was maintained 100 stock from the past years. Okay, last year they have maintained 100, before that year, so they tried to maintain the inventory equal to 100. Now, firm wants to purposefully, they want to increase the this one. Okay, so that time what they will do? So they were planning to produce 1000 units every year. So this year what they will do? They will produce 1100 units of goods. So then, in this, the actual sale will be 1000. Let us assume. So then, this has become 1200. So actual sale actually sold is equal to 1000. So in this actually in this overall stock 1200. So actually sold for this year, or this year completely overall sold is 1000. So then remaining is how much? 200. So purposefully they have increased the stock of inventories. So this is called as planned accumulation. So they are planned. So they want to increase. They want to increase the amount of or stock of the goods or finished goods. Okay, so which should be which they want to maintain for the coming year. So they want to maintain or increase the stock of the good for coming year, expecting more sales. Okay, so that's why they have increased it. So this is what call it as planned accumulation of inventories. Hope you are clear about with this example. Okay, so please go through the examples and try to understand what exactly unplanned and planned accumulation as well as decumulation. Okay, so let's see about planned decumulation. So what exactly that? So what exactly planned decumulation? So let us concentrate. Here I already gave you planned decumulation. So one mix up. So planned decumulation. Here I already told you old stock is equal to how much? 100. So 100 is maintained from the past year. Okay, so last year's. So now they want to decrease the inventories. Inventories means stock of the finished good or intermediate good or raw material. So then the expecting production, actually every year it used to be 1000. Now they are planning to decrease it to 925. So the production will be 925. Why they are doing like this? They want to decrease the inventories to the 25. Okay, so they want to decrease the stock of the good. Last year what they have maintained 100. Okay, so they want to decrease it. So that's why they are producing for this year less. So production of the good is 925. Then overall it will become 1025. So in 1025, the sale will be, let us assume, actually sold will be how much? 1000. Then how much is left out? Only 25. So this is planned decumulation. So purposefully they have reduced it. They have reduced the stock of the goods or inventories. So I again explain from the beginning. Please concentrate. I explain about the meaning of the inventory. So inventory is nothing but stock of final finished goods or final good, okay, or intermediate good or raw material. So which is not sold in the previous year. Okay. So I gave example here, 1000 produced in last year. So 900 sold and so 100 is maintained as a which is not sold last year. So this has become inventory or stock. So I took the same example here. So there are two type of inventories are there. One is unplanned accumulation of inventories and unplanned decumulation of inventories, and another side planned accumulation of inventories and planned decumulation of inventories. So what exactly unplanned decumulation? Unplanned means it is not expected. So the expected sale was 1000, but actually sold is only 600. So due to that the inventories has increased. Okay, increased from 100 to 500. This is what I can give you a simple example. Same example is given in notes also. You can easily understand once you read. Then unplanned decumulation is nothing but here they are not planned actually to reduce the stock of the good or inventory, but expected sale was 1000, so but the actual sale has increased than expected. So due to that, their stock of inventory for the coming year has decreased. Okay, so this is unplanned, unexpected. Whereas this one is expected. But purposefully they have planned to increase the inventory one side, and they have planned to decrease the inventory another side. So example for plan to increase the inventory or accumulation of inventories. Here I gave example of old stock was maintained 100, and this year so they want to, since they want to increase the inventories for the next year, so they are going to plan to produce 1100 output, where overall output will become 1200. In that actually sold will be 1000 units are going to be sold, and the remaining is 200. So where the stock of goods has increased, or inventories are increased purposefully. Okay, so this is called as planned accumulation, whereas planned decumulation is purposefully they want to reduce the stock of the good for the next year. Okay, so which is unsold this year, so they want to decrease it. So that time what they do, they will consider previous year stock, and accordingly so they will reduce the production for this year. So automatically old stock they will sell more. Okay, so finally only 70 to 25 which is not sold this year will be left out, so which will be carried as a stock for the next year or inventory. So this is about inventory. So if you have any doubt, please ask your doubts in the comment box. Thank you all.